welcome back with Memoria. When we last left our hero, Birdwife forgot all about us and was like, I'm a raven now. Bye. Right as we finally got access to the ability to turn her back into a fairy so we could bang her. I mean, so she could, you know, live happily ever after with us. Banging. Totally what's going on. We also don't know what happened with Saja, but we discovered that the staff, one, used to be a person, and two, oh yeah, there's the staff, has been trying to find her through all these years, or something. Oh my god, it's a shuriken! We are now a ninja! But yeah, this is, during the battle, there's demons. Longsword? Sure. Just fucking take everything.
It's totally blunt. Pretty much useless. I need something better.
Vine.
It's firmly locked.
Grab the mace. Ninja Birdwife. Hey, Silver Quillpen, or Lady Grey. And no, Saja or Charizard. Oh, hey, that's a thing.
It's behind thick glass.
Charizard is not our Birdwife. Birdwife is Nuri, and that's in the other half of the story with Garon. I don't care about him as much as Charizard.
The gap is too wide to jump, and the wall is too high to climb.
Let's grab this shield.
It's hanging too high.
Alright, well, let's see if we can use the longsword to get the shield
I can't get the blade around the corner to cut through the loops.
Alright, being a butt. Okay, we can't put that in the thing.
That won't get me anywhere.
Okay, fine. So picky.
The impact made the armory lose some height. I can no longer reach the passage.
Let's try to use the mace to break open this glass.
No. If the floating stone is damaged any further, we'll crash to the ground.
Well, that's great. Shove the scabbard up your ass. Oh wait, it's not that kind of game. Nope, not yet. I'm sure we'll get there.
The vine is too short. It won't take me all the way to the top.
Let's just try. Probably.
I'll tie one end to the door.
Or I'll tie it to the door. And...
No.
Okay.
I mustn't lose sight of my goal. I don't see any connection.
Okay, fine. What if I tie the end to the weapons rack?
And the other end goes on the weapons rack.
Also, welcome, Zemi! And then we push the weapons rack.
I could push it, but where? The weight of the rack might be able to yank open the cabinet, but I only have one chance.
Yep,
I have to make sure the rack is as heavy as I can make it.
Oh, that's what we're doing.
This makes no sense without a sword.
Fucking bitch!
No, it's totally blunt.
Yeah,
I need something.
Why? Why won't you let me do this? Also, let's see if we can use that on that. Build a bridge out of her.
I should forget trying to hit anything with this.
You are such a Debbie Doubter. Can you use...
I can't lose my head now.
Yeah, and I mean, it was like the sword and the scabbard we're both in here together, and then it's like, oh no, that doesn't make sense. What the fuck, dude?
A strange construction, but perhaps I can use it to reach places that were inaccessible before.
Wait. What did I do? What the fuck? That's a thing?! I forgot I had the sword clicked, and I just clicked the shuriken on random, and I wasn't even thinking about it, and apparently that's the solution, is to stick the shuriken on the sword. This game, man! Strange cucumbers all around.
It's heavier than it looks.
I think's better with sword. And that's what I did with it, I just stuck it on the end! Yeah, ninjas do make everything better. That is a good point.
This makes no sense without a sword.
Oh, it's just, you're just trying to put fucking weight down.
The floating crystal. One of the enemy's missiles weakened it. We're now hovering a bit lower than the bridge to the main fortress.
Let's see if I can, use the scabbard to make a...
The scabbard is just a tiny bit too short. It doesn't reach the other end.
We still have this alcohol and bandages. Like, those are the first things we got. Secretly an art major. No, wait. Weapon rack.
I could push it, but where? Why would I push the rack over there?
Because they could make a bridge.
Why would I push the rack over there?
I'm just trying some different options.
The weight of the rack might be able to yank open the cabinet, but I only have one chance. I have to make sure the rack is as heavy as I can make it.
Okay. Huh. Let's look at wrong button. Wrong button. Okay. Let's look at the hotspots. So yeah, I definitely need to get the halberd and possibly this fancy glass sword, which might get the scabbard added to it, but how the frick am I gonna do that? Let's grab this, and this, and this, and this.
The weapons rack is now connected.
Yeah, I know. Let's pick it up.
The weapons rack is...
Alright, we're not gonna pick it up. Let's see if I can... Nope. We're gonna try combining all of these weapons because, you know, Ruby logic.
With the throwing star, the sword no longer fits in its scabbard. But then, it doesn't have to.
Okay. That's bullshit. Because you put the throwing star on the end of the hilt. Like, it... Look. Put it in the weapons rack. The blade is still fine. That would totally fit in the Charizard, I think someone used confusion on you. No, apparently they don't. Oh, and because of the shuriken, it's now long enough that I can do that. Because I tried that earlier, and she was like, no. Wait, no, don't pick it up. Put it back down there. Okay, now walk this way. Up here. Charizard, please.
I can't reach it from down here.
Fine. Let's... Dangerous construction.
The mace alone is too short to bridge the gap.
Mace plus shield? Nope, mace plus scabbard.
It's not intended to fit, but it works.
That's... What? What? Okay, so now it's upgraded from dangerous construction to rickety construction. Okay, wait, I know what to do. And now it is a bridge. Oh my gosh. Let's grab this halberd. And,
The glass is too thick.
Well, it's a good...
I don't see any
Shut up. I accidentally clicked the booze. Although you should probably have
I can't swing the halberd well enough.
God.
A glass case with a sword. It looks very, very powerful.
How do I get this? Do I combine this with the... Fine. The sword, I assume, but for some reason she's like, fuck that shit. No, put it on the weapons rack. The weapons rack. Jeez, Charizard. Get it together. Your collection of ridiculous...
I'll take the thing apart first. There.
Alright.
I could push it. The weight of the rack might be able to, but I have to make
Oh my god, okay. Pick up everything again. Apparently, we still aren't done yet. Alright, let's combine these
It's not intended to fit, but it works.
So she can't swing the halberd well enough. But let's see if we switch the halberd out with something else, like maybe the mace. Dangerous, rickety bridge. Now go up. Now if you use the mace...
I'll take the thing apart first.
Okay, fine. That's a lot. Fine. Alright. Now we can get our super special magic weapon and throw it off the cliff! Throw it out into the enemies below. This is just beautiful. Yo, God forbid we actually use these things. How many times do I need to tell you to put it in the weapon rack? Going to rain. Yeah, someone is gonna get hit in the head with this freaking sword with the... Who knows, man? Who knows why Charizard does any of the things Charizard does. Okay, she's decided that's good enough. Wait, where's the scabbard? Because it was separate from the mace. I guess she just ditched it when I went up there to do the thing, because it's gone now.
I could push it, but where?
Really? Do you have to ask that every time? You are so lucky it didn't take the entire thing and only took the door.
Charizard, at last, where have you been?
There's no time to explain. We're in the middle of the war and Kasim is about to take over the fortress. The clerics are trying to keep him out of the flotation chamber. But who knows how long they'll be able to.
A flotation chamber, Princess?
It's the heart of the flying fortress. It keeps us all in the air. Kasim believes that if he alters one of the floating crystals the way the researcher changed my ruby, he can read all of the memories from the mask, and thus all the spells of the Djinn of Time.
A complicated plan for a simple-minded soul. But you'll stop him, won't you?
You can count on it.
Speaking of which, why did you never pick up your ruby? You could have totally done that. Let's see if we can depetrify this demon. Nope, not a hotspot. Send vision, activate the floating crystal?
Awaken the floating crystal.
Oh sweet, that was actually what worked.
Thanks.
You're welcome, Princess.
To the outside. Let's go see how the demon war is going. Point and click logic, man. Point and click logic. Alright. Seems that we can just go up this way. What we don't see is some dude afterwards running into the armory going, I need a weapon! Where's a weapon? And you know, we're like, the fucking holy sword and like super awesome amazing powers that is going to save the day was right here! Who the fuck broke in and took it? What did they do with it? I threw it over the edge and let it fall into the desert. That's probably the part we all missed because we ditched. Flotation chamber seems to be all of that. The sky. Very important to know where that is. Let's just go to the flotation chamber. Aha! I am tiny, and it's a good thing none of these flying demons around me are, grabbing me from the air. I'm totally exposed and poorly defended. Oh hey, it's this dude! I remember you.
Looks like we've come too late.
You still alive?
Kasim did this. That
Nope.
swine.
Well, see ya! Wow. That's not a good sign, dude.
Princess.
He is this close to becoming a tentacle monster.
Ariakos, are you alright?
You've come too late. He has almost succeeded.
Do you still have my dagger?
It's hanging on my belt.
You know,
We've
because you
tried
couldn't
to
have
bless it.
used.
But it was as if the gods refused to do it. As if they had turned their backs on you.
Oh shit.
So it's come to this.
Well,
Now even
back
the
to
gods
just
punish me
stabbing
with their
people.
contempt. Then all that's left to me is my magic.
Princess,
That's not
What?
your magic.
I'm afraid that the combined presence of the prince and the crystals makes it difficult for me to perform any sort of magic. You'll have to touch him if you want to enchant him.
First the gods and now this? Then that's how it'll have to be.
You can't, in all seriousness, intend to go into battle armed only with a dagger.
As if it had ever been any other way.
Yeah. Alright, let's see what this guy's got.
He's got a quill.
Oh. We're saved,
Not a
guys.
great
The
substitute
pen
for
is
a
mightier
sword.
than the sword.
But what
We
choice
got
do I
this.
have?
We got this. We have a feather. Fire is the answer. Yeah.
He's still carrying
Yeah.
his scepter.
And now we
Better
combine
not.
them. Okay, that is no. We're no longer combining random things that don't make sense unless we combine this.
No,
At this point, I am like anything.
I
could
don't
be.
even know where I should start.
Shut up. The entire last part was a bunch of nonsense. Yup. Lady Grey is mightier than swords. Well, this isn't a silver quill pen, it's a black one, so. Alright, let's see if this is locked. We need to find the key.
It's locked.
It is. We will use this to
Now that's just uninspired.
Oh, shut up. Oh, hey, there's one more body we can raid.
He's got nothing left except his belt.
Alright. Well, that was a bit random to steal, but sure, okay.
I mustn't lose sight of my goal.
I'm not. I'm being creative.
That won't lead to anything. No,
Alright, let's talk with this guy.
Give up. He's much
Well,
too strong for
Aren't you
no.
just
I'll fight him
a
with everything I can
joy
lay my
of
hands
sunshine?
on. He has humiliated me long enough.
Let's just view the hotspots, just to be sure. Tentacle! Like I said, this close to becoming a tentacle monster. There's a floating
I'm on the
crystal.
wrong level.
More tentacle. Tickle the torch.
He still hasn't seen you.
Yes, time for a surprise attack.
This is not going to be very surprising. Can you do
My
it?
spell only works on plants and small animals, Charizard.
Damn. Send a vision. I don't have anything of anyone's. Activate, deactivate.
I'm on the wrong level.
Okay. How do we unlock this? Let's try using the belt with the door, because...
I don't even know where I should start.
Shut up, you've done more ridiculous things in the past. Alright, dagger plus door.
That can't be cut.
Scepter plus
I'd rather
door.
not.
Charizard, you are being very... Oh, hey, stones! With this, we've got it! Probably. Alright, stones
I
plus...
can't lose my head now.
I was thinking of doing a David and Goliath thing and using those to fling them around, but okay, never mind.
Now that's just uninspired.
Okay, fine. We'll use the rocks on the door. Maybe we'll just hit things with a rock, because, you know,
I
that's...
mustn't lose sight of my goal.
Belt on staff to make hobo bag. Just drink your booze. I know,
I
right?
don't much care for random guesswork.
Oh, well, I try to combine the stones with booze.
I can't lose my head now.
Apparently, it doesn't want to do that.
That'll never work.
Stop shouting.
No, that's not it.
I have good ideas if you would just be a little bit more creative. Apparently, I can't even get the option or a dialogue.
There's barely any alcohol left in the bottle.
Oh, hey. Yup. Obviously, the solution is drink booze, amputate head, throw it head at tentacles with belt, die, and kill him too. Oh my god. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's try to cut up some bodies.
I don't need a piece of that.
What about a piece of this?
I'll save my strength for the war.
You're in the war. This is the time to use that strength.
There must be another solution.
Alright, you know what? Yeah, let's see what the quill does.
They no longer have a use for it.
Okay.
They no longer have a use for it.
Apparently they don't. You want this quill?
I don't see any connection.
Apparently you don't. Quill plus
Better not.
bandages. Nope, better not, guys. Rocks plus bandages.
No.
With the leftover booze for ink or blood. Who knows? Who actually knows? Huh. Yeah, I'll check the hotspots. So we already got this person, this person, this... I'm way too fast. And we've talked with him, he just says, give up. The door, and then there's a whole bunch of other stuff up there, but first we have to get through the door, and that's where we're having the problem. Just throw rocks at your problem. Actually, let's try that. Let's try throwing some rocks.
Now that's just uninspired.
Fuck you.
I'm on the wrong level.
Okay then. You are just not... Oh hey, that was the solution!
Oh, who dares disturb me?
Who do you think?
Satya! You're alive!
You can't get rid of me that easily.
Oh, girl, leave me in peace.
We've bickered long enough. It's time to act.
Throw more rocks? I mean, I can't figure out any other solution, so let's just keep throwing rocks at him.
Who do you think you are?
Your sister! We got one more rock, guys.
This ends now. Watch,
Oh.
Satya, as I subjugate this chamber to my will forever.
Princess, I have something else for you.
Oh, and now you tell me! You could have told me that before I wasted all my rocks!
You can't overcome him as long as he has that magic shield around him. Its power is fed by the main crystal and the 5 small floating crystals in the towers.
What if I switched off the crystals?
Then he'll become weaker, and his shield smaller. Take this key for the left floating tower. But hurry! He's becoming more powerful by the minute.
You could have given me that a few seconds ago before he had a shield up. Like, that would have made things... Ah! Here, have more rocks. I wish. Apparently rocks are the solution. Rocks and fire. Oh my god. Okay. Torch bracket.
Nothing happened.
Oh, am I supposed to put shit in there? Oh, tentacle.
You shouldn't get too close to them.
Armor.
It's not a real suit of armor, just a replica.
Hey Tom, apparently what we need to do was to throw rocks at our omnipotent magical brother, and then he put up a magic shield that we can't get through. And now that he's invincible, the other guy was like, oh hey, by the way, I have the key to that locked place that would have allowed you to sneak up on him and stab him before he put that shield up. Yeah, so that was the crazy solution.
I'll show you all. I will heal the land that you have forsaken.
Oh, okay.
We're in the lower chamber of the left tower.
How do I go to someplace else? Oh.
What happened?
I drained the stone's power. The tower must have sunk a bit in the process. Go outside and have a look.
But first I need to look at all these other things.
The weapon is firmly attached to the armor. I guess I'll have to make do with what I've got. I'll show you all. I will find...
Okay. Torch bracket? Yeah. I can't see anything else we're supposed to do. Ornamental head. Okay, that idea about throwing heads we had earlier, I think that's about to become a thing. Ornamental head at tentacle.
That isn't what they want.
Scepter at
Be
tentacle.
gone!
Kazim's arms appear to be unfazed by the sacred relics.
What about a belt?
That isn't what they want.
Well, obviously they have no sense of fashion then, because I mean, look at that belt. That is a sexy belt. That's true, I could try to petrify it.
That isn't what they want.
Apparently they don't want to be petrified. I would question who does, but...
I can't reach that.
You want a quill?
That isn't what they want.
Ugh. Let's see what the hotspots are. Okay, there are no hotspots. Let's put this ornamental head back on this ornamental armor.
I don't much care for random guesswork.
It's not random, he's missing a head, you have a head. Combining them is a generally somewhat smart idea. Let's see if we can...
My spell only works on plants and...
I would say that counts as a small animal. Wait, maybe... Depetrify the armor.
The spell only works on living beings.
Fine, fucking you.
You shouldn't get too close to them.
I've been walking all over them. I can't send vision. What about you?
The spell only works on...
Nope.
What happened to the exit?
When you extinguished the crystal above, the tower came down a level. The exit is now closed off. If you want to leave, you'll have to awaken the power again.
Alright, that's what I figured. Maybe.
Nothing's moving.
let's try activating the crystal.
The tower is up again.
And then go to the bridge. Oh, that might have done something. And now we drain this crystal.
The tower is down again.
And now we go out here, and nothing has changed except for this.
Now it's awake again and up.
Okay, that was counterproductive. Never mind. Let's try turning that back on. Oh my god, this is gonna be all day with me. I am too dumb for these
The tower
things.
is up again.
Okay, now back out here. Touch the floating crystal. The tower is having a tough day. It's like up, down, make up your mind, woman. Let's try Tower 2. That isn't interesting that it keeps doing that. Holy shit! We are getting closer to hentai time.
I can't get close enough. Kasim's arms are disgustingly agitated.
Okay.
Be gone!
Kazim's arms appear to be unfazed by the sacred relics.
Why are you just standing here? Go outside and fight.
What if we, take this head and put it on the torch bracket?
I mustn't lose sight of my goal.
I thought it would be hilarious.
First, they tunneled through the center of the room and then grew all over it, like a bridge. The sword is made from brittle marble. It won't do me much good in battle.
What can we do? We have a random collection of items. Let's go this way.
I'm on the wrong level.
Yeah, we need to get down there, walk across, and then we can get up here to this crystal. But we need to first do something about these goddamn tentacles. Yeah, sure, let's try daggering the tentacles. Oh, hey!
They grow back together in an instant.
Oh, no. That was not the solution. Let's try
That won't
quilling
lead
them.
to anything.
Fine. Oh yeah, there's this ladder. I totally somehow spaced against that. Where the fuck am I? I am very high. And the only thing I can do is go back. Yeah, it's not letting me do anything except go back.
Nothing happened.
So the fact that I can click on those and she says, you know, something whatever,
That won't get me anywhere.
makes me think I'm supposed to do something with these. Oh wait, activate.
That probably isn't magical enough.
Never mind. Yeah, probably.
I don't see any connection.
You bind them up to keep them out of the way. Let them stroke them.
First, they tunneled through and then grew.
Yeah.
Even
What?
he will not be able to do anything against these tentacles.
Yep, this is definitely turning into a hentai here. I'm not seeing anything. Tower down, use ladder. The problem is I don't know how to get the tower down, because to get the tower down, I have to drain this crystal, but it's not
I
letting
can't
me.
get close enough. Kasim's arms are disgustingly agitated.
Yeah.
That'll never work.
Apparently that'll never work. I can't stab them because they grow back instantly. I've tried sceptering them. I've tried quilling them. I've tried belting them. Let's try heading them.
I don't much care for random guesswork.
Oh, fuck you. Soothe them.
You shouldn't get too close to them.
They don't want me to get too close. Then let's try
I can't
bandaging
lose
them.
my head now.
Alright. Let's see if I can...
Why are you just standing?
Yeah, he's not saying anything new. Oh, this statue is a...
I'll show you all. If the demons win because of your malevolence, then the realm of the bright and beautiful will fall apart forever too.
Apparently, that is also not the solution. Throw it at the crystal, throw it at everything. Actually, I'm gonna go... Okay. I'm gonna... Yeah...
Nothing's
it doesn't seem
moving.
to do anything. I'm gonna take this tower down.
The tower is down again.
And I'm gonna go over here. And this crystal is down, so let's see if I can use the head on it.
If I whack the crystal, it might come loose, but it might also break into pieces. If I whack the...
Okay. Use the belt.
Let's see what happens if I tie the crystal on.
Here we go, guys! And then we go back, and we activate this crystal.
The tower is up again.
Wait. Wait. Fuck, we did that wrong. We touched the wrong crystal. Okay, let's go back. Deactivate this crystal. I forgot.
The tower
that-
is down again.
Yes, yes, thank you. Thank you, staff. Now we touch it to try to make it go up.
The belt yanked the crystal off the pedestal. It'll stay down here now.
Can we take it with us? Interesting. Just turn it off.
I mustn't lose sight of my goal.
Nope. So I was wondering if... Oh, wait. Let's put the ornamental
I
head.
can't lose my head now.
No, we wouldn't be losing our head. We would be losing this head. And it would look really funny to have a floating crystal with a head, you know, on it. So it's just like a floating head. It would be hilarious, okay? And that would make it worth a while. Because I feel like I'm supposed to use it to float over somewhere. I know, right, guys? Well, whatever. Let's activate this crystal and see if this changes anything for me.
The tower is up again.
The bridge. I don't see what that did for me. Yeah, it's not letting me do anything up there. I need to get this tower down first. Try to throw stuff at the other crystal you can't get to.
The tower is down again.
stabbing it. Oh wait, I already tried stabbing it.
I can't lose my head now.
Yeah. Well, let's try staffing it.
Now that's just uninspired.
Okay, but I'm out of ideas here, Charizard.
Now that's just
so
uninspired.
you could be a little more helpful.
You shouldn't get too close to them.
Alright, that's all that does. Yeah, that doesn't do anything fancy. Bandages?
That won't get me anywhere.
Okay. We've done things. Yeah, I left it on that one time. Now I guess I'll try leaving it off and seeing if anything's changed.
The tower is up again.
Maybe the tentacles will be less throbbing. Nope, just as throbbing. And if you look here, it looks like the crystal is
I'm on the wrong level.
on. So it might not be that I'm supposed to leave it off. Bridge down. Bridge 2. Can you throw the head at this one?
I'm on the wrong level. I can't get close enough. Kasim's arms are disgustingly agitated.
You shouldn't get too close to them.
Yeah.
It won't budge.
Well, that's at least a little bit different from other things.
That won't lead to anything.
You know what? None of this leads to anything, so shut your
Now
mouth
that's
and
just
try it.
uninspired.
Being all
I'll
damn.
save my strength for the war. They grow back together in an instant.
No. All the tentacles are linked to just this sort of tentacle observation.
I'd rather not.
You could stab it with the quill. Huh. I might very soon cave and check a guide. Because
The tower is down again.
I've tried all the combinations I can think of. Clearly, there's some combination I can't. So give me 1 second. Alright, we're in what chapter? I don't even know. We are not that far. Longsword shuriken. Alright, touch the tower on the wall. Go to bridge 1 on the right. Notice the floating crystal and the little stairs. Go to the little stairs, touch the crystal. Right. Well, think again. Down, tower 1 left. Go to the bridge. Use the belt with the floating crystal to the right. Touch the floating crystal. Go back to tower 1 to the left. Touch the crystal. Go to bridge 1. Go to try touching. Throw your ornamental head to the floating crystal. Wait, what? Alright, they've already lost me. That's what the guy says. Go to... Yeah, wrong button. Go to tower 2. Use the ornamental head on the floating crystal. Wait. Tower 1. Activate this.
The tower is up again.
I feel like we tried that, but apparently we didn't.
If that's what it takes.
Okay, so apparently I tried to throw this at everything other than the one right thing I was supposed to throw it at. Wonderful. Okay, let's see what's different here now then. Okay, the tentacles are angry at me now. The tentacles are very angry. Yep, I can't get anywhere. Yeah, Charizard, use Headbutt. I don't see anything I can really interact with here, so let's just go into 3. Oh, should I deactivate it? Yay, it's sleeping now. Oh, that's probably why the tentacles were reacting to me. That's smart. Okay. And then we no longer have something to throw at this one.
I can't hit it with anything. It's too far up.
Okay. Let's try this. Alright, so this is all activated now. Or opened. So let's go ahead and go this way. Into this tower. One of these, because they
I
have...
don't need armor to be victorious.
Why did they keep making it I can select it if it doesn't do anything? Oh, shit.
Ah!
Princess, what's wrong?
He's in my head.
Has your past caught up to you?
We're
Don't
chicken
let him confuse
balls.
you. It's only a game. A dark illusion to break you. None of it is real. Try to think about what you really see, and the deceit will vanish.
Yeah, no kidding. Stab him. Okay, don't stab him.
It's only an illusion. Tell me what's really here.
Here is...
Nothing.
nothing. Here is... I don't know. I can't think clearly.
The objects in this chamber are arranged by a certain logic. Take a close look at the other rooms. Maybe you can find a pattern.
Alright, I get this. Alright, we're gonna go to the other room real quick. Because, yeah, that would be what everything was sort of leading to. I'm in the wrong... I need to go down first. Yeah, it's always been armor, a statue, the shield, and a torch bracket. So, the torch bracket is generally right by the door. The shield... And see, I wonder, because there was little kids, and they could only hide a torch bracket. So one of them was a torch bracket, one of them was nothing. Let's go check another room. So yeah, the torch bracket's always there. Armor, shield, statue. Armor, shield, statue. Let's go check one more room. Just so I can confirm some thoughts I'm having. Armor, shield, statue. Okay, that doesn't really confirm. Alright, we might be doing some patterning, we might be doing some random guesswork. So, right by the door, one of them is always the torch. So... See... Is there a door here? I said she had nothing, but I'm going to change that answer.
Here is... a torch bracket. Here is... nothing. In this place is... a suit of armor. Here is a shield. Here is
Right now we're just trying
a
this to see
statue.
what happens. Nothing! Okay, so we have to get it right for anything to happen. So, one of these has to be the torch bracket, but I feel like it has to be these ones because, you know, they're not hiding the whole thing. The kids. That's true. It could be
Here is
the armor.
a suit of armor. Here is
statue.
a statue. In this place is a shield. Here is a torch bracket. Here is nothing.
Nope. Alright, we need to do some pattern examining. Oh right, this is the dead end. But touch this.
Only just out of my reach. I need to get it closer and farther down somehow.
Hit it with your staff.
Better not.
Oh, I clicked the wrong thing.
I don't see any connection.
Oh my god! Charizard! Alright. So, let's start taking a more serious look. These three are always together, I think, and this is always by the door. Let me go and double check that. Together, by the door. Hold the door. Not together, but this is by the door. Let me see. Yeah, okay. This was the first room. So we have shield. Let's see, the blank one, is it always on the edges? No, it is not. But in this tower one, the shields are always on the farthest, like, left side. So let's see if in tower 2, they're always in the middle. Because that might be a significant clue. That one's in the middle. That one's... Okay, so that means we now know where the shield is going to be. Yeah, the shield is going to be right there. So, this chick is a shield.
Here is a shield.
And then...
Here is...
Actually, no.
I don't know. I can't think clearly.
The objects in this chamber are arranged by a certain logic. Take a close look at the other rooms. Maybe you can find a pattern.
So, we know she's the shield. The torch is right here. Goddess. So let's see, in this room, the torch is on this side. Yeah, I wondered about that too, but I feel like they do actually sometimes move around in their order. Wait, on the upstairs it's on this side, and on the downstairs it's on this side. Let me go check to see if that's true for the torches in each area. So... torch on this side on the upstairs. This side on the downstairs. Oh, wait, no. Gotta go down. Oh, no, we do go up. That's right, I lowered this tower. So, since this one's on this side, with this one, it has to be on this side. This has to be the torch.
In this place is a torch bracket.
So we have the shield, the torch bracket. Now we just gotta figure out the goddess, the armor, and then which one has nothing. So this one, the goddess is on this side, and the statue's in the middle. The shield is right there, the torch is there. Goddess, and then statue. Goddess and statue are... So their armor and the statue of the goddess are switched from where they were in the other one. Let's see if that's true for the first tower, and if so, we've got this. So this is where the armor is, this is where she is. So if the armor is here and the statue is there... Yep, okay, we got it. Let's head back. Takes so many clicks. Alright, so this is going to be where the statue is, and this is going to be where the armor is.
Here is... a suit of armor. Here is... a statue.
Okay. Oh, there he goes. Yeah. All right, we got it. We didn't have to put in the nothing because I must have already guessed the nothing. Haha! Now we touch the floating crystal. Now let's see what that's done.
They're soft and warm.
Like
Perhaps these things are only made of flesh and blood after all.
Very nicely put.
blood. If they're flesh, they can be...
My spell only works on plants and small animals, Charizard.
Ugh. Try activating that. Let's see if that does anything different.
When you extinguished the crystal above, the tower came down a level. The exit is now closed off.
Okay, let's go reactivate that. We are still so far from finishing this room off, even though we finished that puzzle.
The tower is up again.
Nice to hear. Okay, so... let's turn this off again. We need to get this to lower. No idea how we're gonna do that, but... let's try getting out this way.
It's only just out of my reach. I need to get it closer and farther down somehow.
Ooh, 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 the tentacles, they react towards this. Don't you want to...
Only just out of my reach.
Oh my
I
God.
need to get it closer and farther down somehow. Those strange tentacles seem to be attracted
go.
by the glowing crystals. As long as I'm carrying an awakened stone, I better not get too close to them.
Okay. Way to take my ideas.
These arms connect him with the crystal. They're his
Okay.
greatest strength.
Now.
Those strange... As long as I'm...
Fine. Fine. That's true. That might be what I need to do.
It seems to react to the splinter, but not enough to make it release its prize.
Not enough. So that means I need more. But I haven't been able to pick that up.
Take care of the small crystals first. You won't
Okay.
I don't much care for random guesswork.
Shut up! I'm trying to make you break shit. Break all the shit. Oh, excuse me. Let's see what this
I don't
does.
think waking this crystal here would be a good idea. The arms would
Okay.
come up in an instant and tear you to pieces.
Gotcha. Yeah, things are getting serious, but there's the same amount of point and click confusion that I always have. Let's see what breaking this does.
I don't much care for random.
Oh my god.
I don't see any connection. I'll save my strength for the war.
Oh, I just got a notification noise that was... oh gosh. Aubrey Blue, thank you so much for following! I hope you've been enjoying the stream. I also hope I didn't completely mess up your name. That's true, through the window. Awesome!
It's too deep, and I still need my legs.
Okay. Yeah, the notifications is the little corgi
The tower is down again.
animation that Twitch comes with. It's adorable. Oh-ho! That... What does that do for me? Well, I guess that's how I'll get out of the tower once I have the crystal deactivated. So I need it activated to
The
get
tower
to...
is up again.
I gotta figure out how I need to get this one to come down.
That won't get me anywhere.
Shut up. Stranger things have happened. We just handed random cucumbers to a dude, and that was how things worked.
No.
Why you always gotta be crimping my groove, Charizard? Okay. And to any who are confused about her name, Charizard is what the staff calls her, so we've been calling her Charizard, because it's beautiful. But, Saja, I believe, is her actual name. I need to break that and get these crystals, and also the other ones. Maybe if I talk to that dude, he'll have an idea. I doubt it, but I'm like, where the fuck am I going now? So, yo, dude, you got any ideas?
Now, hurry! Deactivate the floating crystals in the towers. That's the only way we can defeat him.
Uno momento, I just remembered where else there was a floating crystal. Apparently I can't leave to go back and get it. Darn. That sucks. Let's deactivate this.
The tower is down again.
And go to this. Asana? That doesn't help me.
Those strange tentacles seem to... As long as I'm carrying an...
There's no tentacles here! Let's see if...
Those strange... As long...
Nope. Why? Because obviously I need... I'm checking the guide again. I'll give up. Alright. Armor, statue, nothing. Go to the bridge to the left, touch the floating crystal next to you. Go back to tower Oh my god, the guide is not easy to follow. Okay, so go to bridge 2. Touch the floating crystal next to you. God. Oh! 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 I get it! I get it! I get it! I get it! No, no. Activate this. Activate this. What I need to do...
The tower is up.
Thank you. What I need to do is I need to go over this way. And I forgot, touching is not the only way I can activate and deactivate crystals. What I need to do is, go up here and up here. I'm glad my moments of, realization appease people. I have a spell, so I can do this without
Only
touching.
just out of my reach. I
Fuck
need to
you!
get it closer and farther down somehow.
How is that not the solution? Okay, never mind. I don't have it. What is the thing? Okay, yeah. So it's like... Go to bridge 2 to the left. Touch the floating crystal next to you. Go back into tower 3 to the right. Now go to go down tower 3 to the left. Go to bridge 2 to the left. Go into tower 2 to the left. Cast your activate deactivate spell on the floating splinter in your inventory. Go up the ladder. Go to tower 1 to the left. Touch the crystal on the wall. I don't understand any of that. Game, what do you want me to do? So wait, this is bridge 2. And this was the room where I activated all the stuff, so it's like, do nothing, and then go to bridge 2 on the left. So we go to bridge 2 on the left. Touch the floating crystal next to you. I would love to do that, but it won't let me. Did I miss something? Go to bridge 2 on the right. Use your dagger on the... Oh, up here. Yeah, so apparently I missed a step back, which I needed to do in order to get to this next point. And what happened was that I kept interacting with this tentacle, the one on the right. Apparently what I needed to do was stab the one on the left. That was it. That was all I needed to do. But because I stabbed the one tentacle and it wouldn't let me, I assumed... God damn it. Okay. There we go.
The tower is down again.
Yep. Yeah. I should have hit the hotspots thing so I could have seen that there were 2 different tentacles. Alright. Now this is the part I don't get how I'm supposed to do. Because I need to turn this crystal off and then get back over here, I think. Because I get through the window.
The tower is down again.
Alright, let's see where can't do anything about the gap. Ooh, maybe if I activate this and then I activate this and then I combine the two, the tentacles will make a bridge.
Those strange tentacles seem to, as long as I'm carrying it.
No, you want that. They'll make a bridge. Fine. Fuck you. That's not the answer. Like, I don't want to just keep consulting the guide, because, you know, part of the fun is to figure out the complete and total bullshit of this nonsense yourself. But at the same time, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
The tower is up again.
Alright, let's see. Okay, so touch the floating crystal next to you. Go back into Tower 3. Go down Tower to the left. Into Tower 2. On the wall. Alright, go to Tower 1 to your right. Throw the splinter at the tentacle. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I partially do it to myself because I keep putting these games up to vote. Because the point-and-click adventures really do fit well for streaming to a degree. Because,
The tower is down again.
they have a, you know, beginning and an end, and you don't have to grind. It's all kind of story. The only thing is, these puzzles and being able to solve them. But, you know, like, if this was like an RPG, you would have entire streams where I do nothing but levels, so that's not that fun. Aha! Now...
A little bit farther and I might be able to climb across.
Ooh, okay, touch that.
That was that.
Aha, and they automatically turn themselves off. Perfect. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. I just didn't realize how to do it yet. Okay. Yeah, a point and click by a rage quitter wouldn't be very good.
I better not get too close.
Alright.
His protective shield is now small enough.
Cut him loose, princess.
With pleasure.
Small enough to do what?
I can't hit it with anything. It's too far up.
Interesting. Okay, let's go back through the window. That's down. But yeah. Don't call randomly my... Yeah, that's true. It is the point-and-click version of grinding. Stab him, burn him.
I can't hit it with anything. It's too far up.
What the fuck do you want me to do, Charizard? Charizard, you'd use fly! You have a feather? That totally works enough. Yeah, fuck it, let's just try stabbing him.
The shield protects him.
Fuck.
I better not get too close.
Okay.
His protective shield is now small enough.
Small
Cut
enough-
him loose, princess.
With pleasure.
Untended was sultry. Oh my god. I'm not reading all of that comment. Definitely not reading out loud. I will read it to myself, but I know where that's going, and I love it, but I know I probably shouldn't say it.
I can't get there. Kasim's shield is protecting him.
No,
If you
it's not!
extinguish the crystals in the towers, the shield will shrink as well. Perhaps you'll finally be able to get to him then.
What do you want from me?! Oh hey, that's...
For that, you'd have to get very close to him. As long as the prince is connected with just one crystal, I can only influence things in my immediate vicinity.
Let's go back out through this window.
I better not get too close.
No, you don't have to get too close. You have to just go tentacle. Tentacle it. There we go. Okay. Stab, tentacle.
That puts an end to your little spectacle.
There we go. Finally.
Ow!
Your hentai is over. He just wants to turn it into one of his Japanese animes. Why won't you
I
understand
suppose
him?
after all these years you've finally done it. You have defeated me.
Do you really think I spent the last 15 years thinking about
never
nothing
called
other
him
than how to
Oni-chan.
defeat you? You're even more vain than I thought.
I thought you wanted to outdo me.
Well,
I'm
yes.
not here because of you. I'm here so my great deeds can go down in history.
What great deeds?
Don't even start.
As you wish. If words cannot injure you, take this.
Oh no! The hentai!
I thought.
Okay, the hentai is not over. The hentai is
That
just
doesn't matter
beginning,
to you.
and I am so
Then I might as
sorry
well
you had to
just
deal with
destroy
that, Slady Gray. Stab him.
Struggle as much as you like. Or rather, as much as you still can.
Petrify him. We're
Give
touching
up.
him.
Your spells have no effect on me. You can no longer move. You belong to me now.
The pen is mightier than the sword!
You can no longer.
Okay, never mind. Booze.
You can no.
Okay. Activate, deactivate?
What do you think you're doing?
I
Do you
don't
really
know!
think your paltry magic can touch me in any way?
Alright, let's look at the hotspots. Crystal? That was it. The music's stopping. That was it!
You have won. You have defeated me. You've destroyed the greatest temple the world has ever seen. Death will now rain down on the troops. No one will survive to tell of your terrible deed.
Oh shit.
Soon, none of what you've done will count for anything.
My bad!
You must
Sorry,
be proud
guys.
of yourself, for you have won. You've defeated me. Only no one will remember.
I'll remember. Yeah, so, my bad. You know how these things get with family. It's just, you lose track of your surroundings, and you just get so into making sure your brother dies a miserable death. Okay, there I am. I was like, where the fuck am I? You have the mask.
Until I know exactly what the mask does, I'll leave it be.
I like how she's laying there, completely unconscious. I'm supposed to be doing something else, but the voice line triggered. Like, that's what's supposed to be. I know. This booze and alcohol has been with me since, like, the beginning of the game. There we go. Don't ask me how I survived that, or where these bodies came from. Let's go ahead and view the hotspots. Oh, hey! Staff buddy! I'm so glad to see you're here and not broken. Damn. Yep,
He's
you
here.
missed the hentai. How you doing, Staffy?
Help!
Uh-oh. Who dat? Oh, you! It's this
Shield.
chick!
I must move it.
Why aren't you moving it? Do you want some bandages?
The shield. I must move it.
I'm trying to do that. You won't do anything. Oh, you're too hurt to do it. Okay.
The shield.
Oh my god.
I must move it.
Mask.
The shield.
God. Mask this.
The shield.
Oh my god. Staff shield? There we go. Because she couldn't do that on her own.
I'm wounded. Please, help me.
I actually have something for this.
The bandage is all that I have.
Well, that's not true. I have a little bit of booze as well. That's not how you bandage someone, Charizard. Charizard? Oh, shit. I thought we were over the hentai parts. Enough with the tentacles. Oh, shit. What is it doing?
Quick, take my hand.
What?
And then, suddenly, everything was quiet. It was as though Satinav had played a prank and stopped time. An almost endless moment in which Sadja and the Adept just stared at each other. He didn't understand that his rescuing hand was more terrible to her than 1,000 demon tentacles could have ever been. The final admission of her ghastly failure. Suddenly, Satinav snapped his fingers again, and life continued.
And I was ditched. And then they cuddled.
As he pulled her away, I heard her scream, "Leave me," she called. "Leave me."
She
Take
took
me
his
back."
hand.
And again. I can't leave him behind. Over and over. Quieter and quieter. And ever farther away. It didn't take long, and they had disappeared. And that was
Better love
that.
story than Twilight.
I was right back where I started. Only one thing was different this time.
I had
This
a view.
time, I was able to remember.
And it was corpses.
Remember a princess who persevered in the face of the most impossible obstacles.
And so I ate
It
the
helped
corpses.
that the Gorian Desert is one of the most magical
And I
places
became a
known
monster.
to this world. Several astral lines crossed there, and I lay directly among them. I grew ever more powerful, and I practiced and practiced and practiced.
And now I look like...
After 400 years, I succeeded in refining my spell to the point where I finally found a way to permanently transform my body. I left the desert and set out for Draconia. I had to know what had happened to my princess after our separation. What happened to the only woman who was ever prepared to entrust her life to a shady, magical staff.
And now I look like... Okay, they're not gonna show it. He looks awful. It's not a good look for him. Oh yeah. So,
Sadja failed in the Gorian desert.
I got turned to stone.
Help me! Help! Hollering is futile when you can't talk. If only
She
I
had
could
the
draw
mask,
attention some
and
other
she knew
way.
the name of the Djinn of Time.
I will break your shit.
Garon?
Yep,
Garon,
we got
can you hear me?
carbonated.
I think I've solved the riddle. It's a little complicated.
What?
There are so many little pieces.
Wait a minute.
There's only one thing missing. And then we can finally complete the story.
Wait a
Then
minute!
I'll ask the staff to change you back. I promise. Can you do me one more favor first? Sadja's ruby has a crack. You need to repair it. Can you do that for me?
Yes. And look, the tomb thing, it's on the back! The thing has become
Please,
the tomb!
Garon, repair the ruby.
Okay.
Thank you. And now let me try something. I pray to the gods that I'm not mistaken. Vedan Faskadan.
Oh god, she's erasing my memories.
Humurilor gras ferogoran. Hilbemutir gerol falan. Yuntir kwatan feluntir sodan.
Your pronunciation was awful. Okay, now I know the
Garon?
spell.
Are you still there? If so, then you should be able to cast the staff's first spell. Please give me a sign that it worked.
Activate. That, okay. Yes! Alright, that one. And now I know the second spell.
I was right. Thank you. Thank you, Garon. Oh, you're probably wondering where you are.
Yes.
The staff created this place, a burial chamber of a mogul in the middle of the Andergastrian forest. Isn't that impressive?
Leave the mask and come to me.
He's here. I'll be right back.
Brighter. Brighter! When I get left behind again. Nuri.
Oh god. Oh yeah, so when we last left off with Garon, Birdwife was like, I'm not a fairy, I'm just a raven. Who are you? Haha, I'm gonna go off and do bad things. And she ditched us right as we finally got the staff to agree to transform her into a fairy. And Garon was like, oh shit, the angry mob is catching up to us. And Staff was like, I'll turn them all to stone. NBD. No big deal. And he's like, no, don't do that. And he's like, okay, well, what do you want me to do? He's like, I don't know, just do something so that no one gets hurt, but, you know, you don't turn half of the city's population to stone. Staff was like, okay, you guys are turned to stone, you can't get hurt. And that is why Fahi and Garon are now statues.
I wouldn't be surprised if he just screams at me as well.
Send vision to
I'll
Nuri.
try to send Nuri a vision.
I riddle here. To be fair,
Nuri won't understand what I'm trying to tell her.
okay, let's try that again, because we're on the right track. The river, me, come, I don't know, riddle. Aha!
She could see the brook from the air, but there are too many others. She wouldn't know which one I meant.
This, with the bridge, and the fire.
There are too many brooks and campfires in this forest. That's completely useless to Nuri's directions.
Man, you are so picky. Riddle Girl. Oh, my synopsis? Yeah, I love doing synopses of historical events, Korean dramas, Bible stories, all sorts of things, and I love doing the bullshit. It's hilarious. Right. River... me. Portal river.
She could see the brook from the air, but there are...
Which one else has a giant fucking burial
All I can
chamber?
hear is the crackle of the fire.
Oh, was the mountain chamber? Or the mountains? Yeah, it was. Okay, that. Let's try that.
That's it! I'll send Nuri to the mountain, and then along the course of the brook, until she reaches the fire. I hope it works.
Hey there, Raven, who used to be my... Oh, shit.
Thank the gods. I'm starting to remember something. I know how I can transform myself back.
Depetrify
All
yourself.
right, here we go. No, no, I'm too weak. The mask doesn't have enough power left to change me back. It was all for nothing.
Well, Birdwife can join us.
I don't know. As far as I remember...
Wait. Birdwife. I need you to power accumulator you carry to me. Yes, just sit it on. Okay, yeah, that works. Okay. Now should be able to depetrify myself. Oh hey, and I got Fahi too.
Oh, finally. Fi, is everything all right?
Oh, yes. My stiff old bones haven't felt this young in ages.
Apparently, being turned to stone is great for your spinal alignment.
Thanks, Nuri.
Who are you?
That doesn't matter now. Will you promise to wait for me here?
All right.
I'll be right back.
Into the burial chamber!
It's been 450 years since I, a talking staff with no memories, kindled the light in my prison and saw a strange woman who would change my life forever. Her story began in this chamber, and between these walls we will end it together. Merhaba, Geron. Welcome.
You were able to free yourself.
What does all this mean?
No help
Where
from you,
are
bitch.
Ask him.
Indeed. Ask me. You should know that I've waited a long time for this day, and would not like to wait much longer. But if you have a great many questions...
What's going to happen here?
So you still haven't figured out why I sent you my memories? Why you're here?
You are Charizard's reincarnation, and I'm going to transform you back into a woman, so that way you can become my dashing princess again. Probably not. Tell me everything.
I am here because Fahi promised to change Nuri back into a fairy if I helped him with a little riddle. No one said anything about ensouled magic staves, flying fortresses, and strange dreams.
Life is full of surprises, isn't it?
Ha!
You laugh, but I wouldn't have believed that one day someone would rescue me from my dungeon, that I was to climb mountains without
excuse me.
legs and wrestle without arms with demons. I would have laughed if someone had told me a princess will appear to you and, despite your strange form, show you the greatest wonders of the world. Oh, how I would have laughed.
Okay, but that doesn't explain why we're
Saja
here.
being like,
You
do
know
you
that
trust
Saja
me?
and
And
I
then
were
be like, I
separated.
can show you the world.
Golden time together came to an end. When I finally found a way to leave the Gorian desert, centuries had passed. I wanted to know if Saja had done it. If she had become the great heroine she always wanted to be. I wanted to hear how her name was whispered in the streets in awe.
I'm gonna pause that for a second. I want to see. Thank you, Otaku Tom, for following. Okay. Come on.
Why did you need the ruby?
Oh, shit, I
Why
think
the
I skipped
mask?
something.
Why all of this?
I wanted to bring together all the relics surrounding Saja's disappearance and finally understand what happened to her.
We may have missed a little
At
bit of
least
dialogue.
I
Sorry,
would
guys.
know what happened to her. She deserved that. There was only one problem. I'm terrible at riddles. That's why I needed experts to help me. Who could understand every detail, who could be prepared for today.
Prepared?
Who understood
to do
bullshit
what?
logic
To
of
be able
riddles
to
and...
tell Saja's tale to the end without
I'm so sorry
making
it
a
took you
mistake.
so time.
Does it matter how she died? She's dead. We can't change that.
You're wrong. You will determine what happened to her.
I don't understand.
The
The
Garden
Garden
of Oblivion game.
Yup.
I read the journal to the end. After her return, Saja went into the Garden of Oblivion and never came out again. Nothing that happens in the garden has actually happened until someone talks about it. Outside the garden.
And since Saja has been forgotten since that day, her fate has never been told, and thus never completed.
Wait, so is she like alive?
I never did understand the garden.
I mean, I kind of
Garon,
do, but...
the events in the garden have no effect on the outside world, as though they never happened. Only once someone convincingly tells of those events do they become true.
But if it turns out that they lied, or were mistaken,
Then Satinav's invisible hand punishes them for their sacrilege.
that's why we mustn't make a mistake. I think I've explained enough about our wondrous meeting.
Are you ready, Garon?
Just a moment.
Nuri,
At the waterfall,
Birdwife.
you promised to change Nuri back to her old form.
And I will, but first, we must complete Sadja's story.
Right?
What about the inscription on the
Yeah, I
burial
still
chamber?
don't get the
You mean
riddle.
the stone and the scarab? Fahi believes that the inscription is the key to everything. But as apt as his intuition may be, in this case, he's mistaken. The riddle is apparently only a strange jotting on the margins.
It had
a
nothing to
random
do with
blemish on an
anything.
otherwise monumental painting. There's nothing else to say about it. Sadja was taken to the burial chamber to read trivial inscriptions, and, as proud as she was, she refused, that's all.
That... I feel betrayed!
What's Fahi's role in all this?
Fahi is a man of many talents. He has a feeling for tales, and he's good at solving riddles. In addition, he had a wagon and a tent in which I could hide on my long journey. He is helping me solve the riddle, and in return, I protect his business from looters. That is our agreement.
So he's actually harmless.
Fahi is the most harmless man I've ever met in my 3,000 years. I was sorry to petrify him, but it was the only way to save him from your fellow citizens.
You okay? Well, I will admit, for 3,000, he's not looking too bad. He looks awful, but considering how old he is, I'm sure, taking that into account, looking pretty good. Doesn't look a year over 2,000, honestly.
Why are you here, Brider? Sadja's story doesn't have anything to do with you.
Fuck
Garon,
off.
there's nothing left for me here. I'm a deserter. My own comrades are hunting me. This is my only refuge. Please, even if you still don't understand, let me bring it to an end.
I'm sure everything will be
Don't
fine
be such
again.
a dick, Garon.
The world will never be as fine as it once was.
What if one of us ends Sadja's story and is wrong?
If Satinav learns that the tale we tell can't possibly be true, then he'll make it unhappen and declare the teller guilty of sacrilege.
Don't worry, Garon. We won't make a mistake. I've thought everything through very carefully.
All right.
Then put the mask on the bust of my old master and let us begin.
Okay. Ruby keeps vanishing.
Thank you, Garon. Are you ready now?
Yes.
Rocks have been the answer for many parts of this.
Let's get this over with.
Thank you, Garon.
Which of you will now step forward and tell the story to its end?
You know what? I like your voice the best, so I
If
want to hear you
Sadja's
do it.
fate is so important to you, why don't you finish it yourself?
If I were the right person, I would have done it long ago.
Uh-oh.
But I'm only a fool, an oaf, a mere tool, and not the mind behind it. So it was in
It's kind of
Sadja's time,
sad.
and so it is today.
Aww. Now I feel bad. Fuck it, I
I'll
guess.
do it.
Very well. I'll now tell you of Sadja's passage into the garden, as it is written in the Adept's journal. Listen closely. At the end, you must tell me how the story ends.
Oh boy.
After her return from the battlefield, Sadja was only a shadow of herself. She had seen the horrors of the Nether Hells, an ocean of destruction and death. She was the only survivor, but the rest of the world did not care. Sadja's great dream had failed. She wandered the halls of Draconia like a ghost. She didn't eat, and she only slept when exhaustion forced her to. On the fourth day, a young adept saw her at the threshold to the portal. He asked her where she was going. It was cold in the mountains, and she could have become lost, whereupon she answered,
I'm going to the garden to break my being.
The boy immediately ran to the air adept, but help arrived too late. When they entered the garden, all that they found was the mask and Sadja's ruby next to it. There was no sign of her. Out
How
of
did you
fear
lose
of
the
challenging
ruby?
Satinav, it was decided that they would forget the incident. No one was allowed to speculate about what had happened on that day. The mask and the ruby were taken to Draconia. The garden was sealed, and Sadya's fate was forgotten. Until today. It's now up to you, Garon, to finish her story. But remember, one mistake, and the consequences will be terrible.
I know. Sadya entered the garden.
Oh, I don't have to choose? I was about to be like, this is gonna be interesting.
She sat on the ground. Then she hesitated for a moment and wondered if she was really doing the right thing. She took out the mask. She looked into the mask and...
transformed all the plants into stone. That's something I did earlier, so if the Sadja's the Sadja I played, that's definitely possible, but I don't think that's actually true, and that will get us killed. Okay, who wants to see me get killed?
and turned all the plants in the garden to stone.
I don't think that Satinav will believe that.
But she was wearing the mask, and she could petrify living things with it.
And it's
The
really
Early Depths
fun
Journal
to
didn't say
do!
anything about petrified plants.
Stop fooling around. I know what really happened. She
Oh.
read the magic spell, memorized it, put on the mask, and destroyed her memory. Then she disappeared into the depths of the garden like a soulless waif, and was never seen again.
It is done. I had always hoped it would be otherwise. But I was mistaken.
Are you crying?
Of course I'm crying. My princess just died.
Oh, well, I guess that's it then. That was the end just now, wasn't it?
Yes.
No. Since Sadja used the mask, her memories are now in the mask, and thus the true name of the Djinn of Time.
And if you know the name, you can perform
What
a
are you
miracle
doing?
and bring a person back.
Fadan feskadan esplastequatan, humrir lorgras ferel goran, hil bemotir kerul falan, juntir katan filontir sodan.
Bring Sadja back to life.
Itetime
Come on, we need our Charizard.
I've been awakened.
The Djinn of Time.
Tell me, child, what
Well,
is your
technically the
wish?
servant. of
I'm
the
sorry,
Djinn of Time.
Garon, but there's nothing left for me in this time. As if there had ever been anything for me here. There are no heroic princesses, no ancient tombs, no flying fortresses. Only endless honor guards, latrine duty, one triviality after another. When was the golden age lost? When
Okay,
princesses
even in the
still
golden age,
dreamed
there
of
were
battles and
latrines.
the world was filled with magic. I wish it was all as it used to be.
Your
You
wish
bitch!
is my
No!
command.
You had to. But Sadja!
Brider.
You bitch!
The girl is now gone. Her longing now rules over her existence.
You bitch!
It is my task to fulfill that longing. To extinguish the grey present and bring the past to life again.
Oh, you bitch! This no good. This no good at all. Cause what made the thing adventurous was the fucking demons invading! Yes, she has royally forked
Oh, no.
everything.
The forest is starting to change. What did she do?
She's bringing the demons back! Rita, I get that, you know, you're bored because you're a fucking ace student who gets everything right and everyone loves you and sucks your dick and fucking, you know, like, you're just so great that it bores you, but that's no reason to cast other people who are very content with this life of peace and happiness into hell because you're fucking bored, you bitch! I feel very strongly about this.
Garon, I've been thinking.
That's nice, but it won't help us any. Bryda told Sadia's story to the end. She had Sadia put on the mask and draw out all her memories in the Garden of Oblivion, so that everything has now happened exactly like that.
Ideas.
And she read out Sadia's memories with the ruby. I mean, Bryda did that. And now she's possessed by the Djinn of Time. And
Calm yourself, Garon.
Wow, Garon.
I'm supposed to
How
calm
did you
down.
fuck up
We
that
have
bad?
to
We
do
were in there
something.
5
You're
minutes
right.
ago.
And we can only do something if we prove that Bryda was wrong, that Sadia did not put on the mask. You forget that there's still a part of the riddle we have not solved.
The scarab
The
shit?
scarab? As if a pointless riddle could save us all.
Do you have a better idea? Look around. We're in a copy of the burial chamber. Perhaps you'll find the crucial clue somewhere. Bring it to me, and perhaps we can solve the riddle once and for all.
Okay. Let's try this.
As the stone over the scarab, so rules the scarab over the stone. I still don't understand.
Me neither. Let's look at the monoliths.
First, I have to save the present. Then I'll take care of them.
Okay, into the burial chamber. Staff. I think your name was Halif or something. The ruby! That's very important. Stone over the scarab. The ruby is a stone. Put it over the scarab over the stone. I don't know. The scarab was the key. Have him eat bird wife. I don't think that's the solution, but you know what? We'll try talking with bird wife and seeing if she has any wisdom to part of this.
Whatever happens, please stay here.
I will. I need to rest a bit anyway. Flying is fun, but so exhausting.
Don't stay here. The world is going to shit starting here. Break the ruby?
That exceeds my powers.
You could repair the ruby, but you can't break it. Break the fire.
The spell won't do any good here.
Break the
Not
monoliths.
after what happened to Ulrich.
Break the inscription.
It only works on fragile things.
Okay. Hotspots. There are no hotspots, I think. Double check. Yep, absolutely none. So there's nothing in there. Let's try taking the ruby to Fahi. Look, Fahi, I got this fucking thing.
All I found was the ruby.
Give it to me.
Okay?
Giacomo Nauta told me you were an amateur mage. Is that true?
Are you telling me to break
I
it?
can break things.
Well, I can also do a bit of magic. If I hold something in my hand, I can catch a glimpse of its past. That was the main reason the staff chose me as his companion, you see. Now, let's see what story this stone tells.
Okay, but maybe hurry up, buddy. The depths of hell are approaching us.
Curious. When the ruby was found after Sadia's disappearance in the garden, it had a crack. And the reversal spell the Ore Adept had woven into it had vanished utterly. The mages had to reapply it completely. But there's more. I see a palace garden, and in it, 2 children.
Oh boy, we are getting a Charizard flashback.
This is a brooch from Mangbilla. My father gave it to me.
Oh, can I see?
Fuckface!
There. And here, a ruby from the dwarf tunnels in the brazen sword.
It's so beautiful.
When I'm Caliph, I'll have all the treasures in Avestan gathered in my palace. Fazar will be more radiant than in the times of the great Moguls. My subjects will lie at my feet for all eternity. You'll
Wow,
be a good
you're
ruler,
a
Cassie.
piece of shit.
All the history books will tell of you. Ha! Do you see the sign on my arm? It's the calligraphy of my sovereignty, the sign of my dynasty. The whole world will bow before this symbol. There are great times ahead of us, Sadja.
Issues.
Truly great times.
Also, I like that you've never changed your hairstyle in several years.
And a princess playing together. He's trying to impress her. What could this mean?
I'm sorry, my route went the manga thing. Where
Sadia and the prince were once friends.
Wait. There's more. Something's happening. A palace guard arrives.
Let me go! You're so pathetic.
Okay, maybe not
Isn't that how you like to be treated? Like the dog that you are.
Okay, you're a little young for BDSM.
You please me, Sadja, more than I had hoped.
The prince is tormenting the princess. The guard holds her tight. She's at his mercy. But why?
He's being a bit of a piece of shit. So.
Maybe there was no reason, and she was punished unjustly.
They finally let her go. She remains alone in the courtyard.
Really? What are you doing? Are you tattooing yourself? I'm writing my own dynasty. Do you even know what the word means? Dynasty? You can't simply write greatness into your blood. You're either born with it or not. I'll prove it to you. Do you think you could ever be greater than I? You're amusing. Guards! Throw her back into the gutter where you found her. I'm done having my fun with her. Then fetch me a new girl.
To be fair, it is a kid.
Sadia wasn't a princess at all. She was only a poor girl from the streets.
So what?
Damn.
I don't know, but...
What's so funny?
Don't you understand? The solution to the riddle. Sadia's words outside the burial chamber. It was so obvious all along.
I'm a dumb.
I still don't understand.
Why was Sadia taken into the burial chamber by the group of heroes?
Because she was a princess.
No,
But
because she
wasn't.
spoke ancient Tumalian.
Yes, she merely claimed to be a princess.
No,
and
you guys
as
are remembering
such,
it wrong.
She was supposed to be able to decipher the ancient inscription.
No, it was because she
But
studied
if she
it.
wasn't, how could she read it anyway?
You'll have to come up with the rest yourself.
But at the beginning, they were like, I was just looking for someone who spoke ancient Tomalian. I didn't know I would get a princess. Hardy, 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 har. So no, they weren't looking for a fucking princess. They were just looking for someone who knew the language. That could have been a scholar or anything like that. The princess bit had nothing to do with it. This is... doesn't make sense. Okay.
What did Sadia's past have to do with a stone and a scarab?
Charon, the real riddle was never the inscription itself, but rather Sadia's reaction to it. Remember, the mage asked, "What do you read?" And she answered, "I cannot tell you. It would change too much." Do I have to explain everything to you?
She couldn't read it? Fuck it, explain everything
What
to
did
me.
Sadia's past have to do with a stone and a scarab?
Charon, remember, and she...
Okay.
Do I have to...
I can't get him to explain anymore.
We were fooling ourselves. Now, go into the burial chamber and tell it to the djinn. Then everything will be all right again.
Okay, this... Okay. Oh, I get it! Because Bryda said she read the inscription on the mask, which is in ancient Tumalian. But she couldn't understand ancient Tamalian. She was bullshitting it. So that meant she couldn't have fucking read the transcription. I get it now. Okay, let's go bust this bitch. Where's the djinn? Let's see what the hotspot is. Okay, you're right. There was one right at his crotch.
Ryder, or whoever you are, come out.
Hi, I'm a monster.
Why do you obstruct her wish? She's unhappy. She wishes to be back in a time where everything was still good. You, of all people, should understand that.
Also,
but
the riddle was
it
pointless.
No longer matters what you think. The ritual is almost complete. A new ancient kingdom will grow from the oak wood.
Not if I can prove that Bryda was wrong. And she was indeed wrong.
Satya went into the garden, she took the mask, and she spoke the incantation. So did it happen, and so shall it remain.
It will. Listen, let me start at the beginning. Satya entered the garden, she sat down and pulled out the mask.
And then stared at it and being like, man, I wish I could read.
She looked into the mask.
She didn't read the spell because she couldn't read. She did know his name, though. Or did she? Because if he had written it and she couldn't read, she never knew the name either. But wait, Bryda knew the name because she read something. Let's go with despaired. Yeah.
And despaired in herself and her inability.
Why should she despair? She had my promise of blessed oblivion. All she had to do was read the incantation.
No.
She couldn't read.
I'm sorry, Bryda, but Sadia wasn't as brilliant as you think. She felt persecuted and restless. She wanted to forget her own past and become someone else. She wasn't a princess, just a poor girl from the streets. And as such, she couldn't even read.
No.
And there goes that bitch because she lied. Not intentionally.
Forgive me, Bryda.
But she did. Damn. Okay, we've just brutally murdered someone. Yeah, I actually like that aspect of her even better.
That's that then. The riddle is finally solved. Why such a long face, Charon?
I just killed a person!
What plagues you so?
Nothing. Why are you so happy anyway? Sadia's fate proved to be false. You don't know any more now than you did before.
Very true. Very true. But perhaps not.
Oh, forget it. I'm sick
it's
of
not
riddles.
Murder when you're saving the world.
Leave the dear boy in peace, Hella. Fulfill his wish, and let's move on.
Oh my god.
Yes, traveling is nice. I want to go to the sea.
Wait just a moment.
It's up to you, my friend. Do you want me to change her back?
But I can only restore her body, not her memories.
It's okay, her body's all that I want.
I fought so hard for it. I want everything to be the way it was.
So be it.
Oh hey, Birdwife is now a person.
It is done.
Nuri? Nuri, can you hear me?
Hmm? What's going on? Who are you?
My name is
Why does my
Garen.
lip dubbing not
How do you
match my
feel?
words?
Strange. I'm cold. What happened?
Come to the fire and rest. Then I'll tell you everything. Who
You are at the
where you
fire.
come from, and what wonderful adventures the two of us have had.
Adventures?
It all began last autumn. Crows had attacked the royal palace, and King Everden asked me to come up with a way to stop the plague. My search led me to a strange cave near a waterfall.
Is this the conclusion? Is this it?
And thus ends the tale. Did you know that it would come to this? Oh, how can I know what you planned, and what was mere fortune? Until today, I would have sworn that the mask destroyed you. But that can't be. We know that now.
Exactly.
Now, just so I don't make a mistake, there are only two possibilities as to what could have happened to you.
Okay, we're getting...
The first,
okay, good.
the more likely, has now proven to be false, which leaves only the second. I mustn't make a mistake. Here we go.
Okay.
When Sadia entered the garden, she had the mask with her.
But no ruby.
Yet, when the mask was found, there was a ruby beside it. Now, it may be that it was Sadia's ruby that was thrown into the garden earlier by the prince.
But what if it was another? Oh dear. Oh dear. There's no going back now.
Satinav! I say that there was not one, but two rubies. The real one was lost. The fake was taken from the garden by the mages and is now here in my hand. Sadia couldn't read, but with my mask she could do magic. She could turn plants to stone.
And
She could turn
adepts.
people to stone. What is a ruby, if not just another stone?
There. And now to you, my dear. You descended into the deepest tombs, and you climbed the highest mountains. You danced with wind spirits and wrestled with demons.
Yep, Ruby wife.
Abandoned by the gods, forgotten by time. Charizard, your time has finally come.
Yes! Yes! Okay, that is the game! Ah! So much happiness that was how when I thought they were cutting it off after we transformed Birdwife back into a fairy, I was so pissed. Like, that's why I was like giving it the middle finger and shit. I am so glad they threw that in because it I ship the staff and Charizard. Yes, I'm so glad we got the happy ending. Oh, God. Yeah, she aged quite well. Apparently turning into stone is, like, amazing for your health. I just realized. We never turned that adept back from a crystal. He's still out there as a crystal somewhere. Okay. Yeah, especially since he doesn't seem to be able to close his mouth. But, you know, maybe in another few thousand years, he'll become, you know, real hot. Yeah, so this is true. But yeah, to be honest, when I threw up this game along with some of the other ones for to be voted on by my Patreons, I didn't really think it would be that amazing. Like, I thought it would be a fairly standard point-and-click adventure. It would have this frustrating bullshit logic, which it very much did, and it would have an interesting story, but, you know, it wouldn't, like, be amazing and stuff like this. I am completely surprised by how much I really loved Sadia's story and how much, like, that ending meant to me, and I needed them to be together. So, yeah, this game was a lot better than I expected it to be. I thought it was going to be kind of like, you know, whatever. You know, not bad, but I didn't think I would like it as much as I ended up actually really enjoying it. To be fair, I didn't give a shit about Garon and Nuri. But I think that's because this wasn't Garon and Nuri's story. Garon and Nuri are from the first game, which I didn't know when I started playing this that it was a sequel. The Toast names isn't totally whitewashed in the credits. But yeah, okay, that was actually short credits. I thought I would have longer to talk. But yeah, I really did enjoy that. I'm a little sad I didn't play the first game because I think that would have made me feel a lot stronger and a lot happier about Nuri and Garon, but still, really, really good story, really fun adventure, really frustrating puzzles, but that's every point and click. Thank you to my patrons for voting for this. Thank you to everyone who came to watch it, everyone in chat, everyone who helped me look up shit when I was completely lost, and everyone who watches this on YouTube. Just, you know, like, thank you to everyone involved. I will put up a poll as soon as I'm done streaming this for the next game that, for my patrons to check out. I'll put the link to my Patreon in the chat. But yeah, that was way more fun than I expected it to be. So, I mean, if you liked this, maybe go check out the first game, even though you kind of already know how, yeah, Nightbot, I set it to some commands so I can easily link things. But yeah, maybe check out the first game. I will actually consider playing the first game. Like, at first I was like, whatever, but this company does really great work, and I'm really glad I played it. So I guess I should cut it off here for the night. Thank you everyone who came to watch. Oh, perfect timing too, because that's exactly at the 2-hour mark. So thank you guys all, and I hope you have a great evening, and I will see you on Friday. Oh yay! Lady Grey survived roulette. But yeah, I will see you Friday for whatever game my Patreons will vote for. Bye-bye!